vaya.
What insight?
¿A dónde se han ido los
Well,
colores?
that's a good question, pal.
He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
Think he's still mad at us?
Vaya introducción, ¿eh?
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Buah, tiene tatuajes y todo. Tiene aquí una cicatriz de haberle hecho puntos. Tiene aquí otra. Tiene bastante detalles este juego, ¿eh? O sea, los pelos, no sé, o sea, súper detallado todo. Así que...
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
Quiero las zarpas, no me he dado cuenta de las uñas.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
Ah, it's going well so far.
¿En serio nos
We're
amenazas?
just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Es verdad que estos dos la liaron aquí dentro hace tiempo y la puerta que está aquí la derrumbaron y todo.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Ah, bueno, y por lo que se ve Tom Nook ha dejado de ser ahora... de estar trabajando en el ayuntamiento de nuestra isla y se ha pasado a trabajar a una de esta de tortas, de tortitas.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Se ha hecho tatuajes, se ha hecho de todo, vamos.
And where'd you
Aquí
blow in
hemos
from?
descubierto cosas de Tom Nook, ¿eh? Encima que se lleva nuestra pasta con la hipoteca.
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Muy turbio.
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Le estamos preguntando por el capo.
Holy hell! Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful. Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, eh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years anyway.
And?
Hola, sobletillo.
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out. Brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
Siempre que un tío está raro es por una mujer.
Well, there is a woman.
¿Me lo podéis confirmar?
I knew it.
But not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor. Like the good old
Bueno,
days.
según esta es por la mujer, supongo que será por nuestra clienta.
Okay.
A ver qué
in.
favorcillo quieres. A ver, códice, salió una nueva página, que es esta. Y es, Mick es uno de los matones más infames de Ibn Wessler, que, o sea, es la mano derecha del capo. Conocido por muchos apodos siniestros debido a su naturaleza cruel. Sonny y Marty ya se han cruzado en alguna ocasión con Mick. Y no les fue nada fácil salir de dichos encuentros con las plumas intactas. Vamos a preguntarle por él mismo.
You didn't get any younger, pal.
Yo lo pruebo, venga, que ya lo vea, que ya lo vea.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
Ah, nuestro prota ha dicho que le quedan unos 126 días o algo así para jubilarse. Cabe destacar que estamos trabajando en fin de año, ¿vale? Le falta el queso. Bacon, chocolate y queso.
To be be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
Nunca pasé una buena noche en mi vida.
You will when the big
Alright.
sleep comes.
Fair.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Y chicos, ¿cómo os ha ido el día hoy? Contadme.
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
Que te lo pique un pollo.
So,
Venga, le
about
vamos a
that
preguntar por
woman.
esta clienta.
Is she really that dangerous?
En el culo regular y además bien, en casa siempre se está bien. En casa siempre se está
What woman
bien.
isn't, huh?
No, Zip. I mean really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball.
Se llama
How dangerous
Peluchín
do
al
you think
capo.
she is?
¿Of
I've gotta
dos?
say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Sí, la ha renovado porque vamos, estos
After
dos lo
you
dejaron
trashed it,
destrozado.
I had to.
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Era un babuino.
Whatever.
Sonny, what's your beak?
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, furball.
Pelanas. Venga, el
Have
club
you
de
ever
la...
been to that
de la... de nuestra clienta.
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business
Claro, porque
affairs,
supongo que el
right?
capo la habrá comprado.
Yeah, that
Ese
was the
club.
dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Tiene pinta de ser un club de estos que hay chicas bailando cabaret y esas
Roger
cosas.
that.
Pero vimos un cartel, que ahora lo enseño, que lo tenemos en el inventario.
So
Vamos a preguntarle por el
everybody's
capo.
gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
Escucháis bien el juego, me escucháis a mí también, ¿no? Es que no he tocado nada.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why?
Vale, no tengo nada más que preguntarle.
That Natasha's a mysterious woman, a real cursed jewel, if you ask me.
Está
She came
perfecto,
out of
chachi.
nowhere 2 or 3 years ago and landed on the stage of the millions almost immediately.
Is that so? Interesting.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic voice, makes men go crazy. But we all know that's not what's important. Then suddenly, bam! She got the whole club, just like that. But we know
Vale, que ella
exactly
era
how it
cantante del
works.
club y por lo que se ve, de repente se convirtió en la
I
dueña,
can
¿no?
imagine, yeah. Since then, it operates under the name.
Claro,
There's
si
The old
era...
click is still clicking, right? Yeah, the club was renamed and remodeled. Everyone knows she was Ibben's lover,
Claro, o sea, que
but
si
she's
la
not
tía
your usual canary.
se liaba
She
con
didn't
el
get
capo,
involved in
pues,
Ibben's
¿qué,
dirty
qué va a
dealings.
hacer?
Then how exactly does she fit into the picture?
Check this. A few months ago, the old rat pulled out of his own businesses and gave control to Mongrel Mick and his mob.
Sí, me lo
Mongrel
has dicho antes.
Mick. Doesn't sound familiar.
No sé quién es, pero... ¿Cómo que no sabes quién es? Si en la libreta he leído que decía, es que os habéis visto alguna vez.
Mick the Marauder, ring a bell?
Damn, that little monkey came this far?
Vale,
I
ahora
think
por lo que
that
sé
little
si
shit
la
took
reconocía.
advantage
Se
of Ibben
enfada y
not being
todo.
himself.
Es que... Vamos a ver.
Which has something to do with this Natasha, right?
That's my guess.
Thanks for this straight dope, Zip. We owe you one.
One. You owe me the price of a new coffee shop, remember?
Okay, okay. Whatever you need. Just call us.
A ver, no creo que te
I
vayan a
fucking
pagar
will.
toda la reparación.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, I'm not your pal, Marty.
Vale. ¿Qué tenemos por aquí? Poca información de ella. Era toda una sensación sobre el escenario del Minions. Y luego pasó a ser su propietaria, siempre bajo el patrocinio de IM. Pero no se sabe demasiado sobre su pasado antes de todo esto. Ah, bueno, nuestro prota pues vive borracho todo el día. Ay, esto es una mosca. Y la mosca no nos oye.
Is he deaf?
I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't understand what I'm saying.
Or he doesn't want to.
Es que hasta esto que tiene... No sé qué es eso. Pero tiene hasta eso. Le han puesto hasta esos detalles. Los de estos en los ojitos.
That's also very likely.
No le he dado, tío, de milagro. ¡No! ¡Me cago en la leche, Merche! Ya lo he hecho. Queda la primera. 11.590. Toma. Y es que lo dije yo, esto me lo saco. Uf, regular. Eso lo he hecho fastidiar. Seguía el cañón del arma. ¡Vamos! ¡Ale! Pero no me han dado logro, tío. Ya podrían dármelo. Una furrita sexy. Pues vamos al club ya. ¿Te han dado logro algo? No, no me han dado logro. Yo quería logro.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored
Esa creo que
by
nuestra es
garish
mujer.
modern
Creo la que
blocks.
está en la foto.
A
Oli.
place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show.
Nunca se
We had
ha
to be
tratado bien los polis,
inconspicuous,
claro.
but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Es un sitio donde se mueve mucha pasta y muchas cosas más.
Ah, so
Y
this
mira,
is the
señora,
famous
tan
Tsar
bonito.
Club.
Hola, Deku.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, boss bird.
Vale, aquí está Lewis, que es el dueño del hotel donde estamos nosotros. ¿Dónde está el
Hey,
protagonista?
that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
Lewis.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's
Falta un
perfectly
horror.
sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss.
Louis.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Soy un gran admirador de su trabajo. Y ahora Sunny hace así. Y señala la pierna. Estoy en el horizonte hacia abajo. Sigues ahí con el
Pleasure's
jueguito.
all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so...
Se equivoca de
legendary
nombre.
Chicken police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. Well, that's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
Honestly,
esta cigüeña?
I think these types of women only see faceless
cigüeña, la
tuxedos,
bichota.
cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just
No os vayáis, por
brooches,
favor.
necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ay, yo no me suelo
teach me,
fijar
master.
en que tengan
When
smoking
you're
o lo
old
que
and
sea.
wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Las apariencias engañan.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Cabaret. Vale, tienen un nuevo hit, que no, hit, que se llama Mi ciudad está en llamas.
You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
Claro, ¿has visto a las
girls.
señoritas?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering.
Ay, que tiene
the
pareja.
rhino beauty on...
Interesting taste
Y
you've
encima se
got.
fija en la mujer. O sea, en la mujer, ¿esto está pasando en la noche? Sí.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you.
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Es verdad, esto salía en el periódico siempre.
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
¿Lo dice? Sí. El Clawville Chronic. No sé cómo se pronuncia esta palabra, lo siento. Es el periódico más prestigioso y leído de la ciudad. Es tan famoso que hasta se lee más allá de las fronteras de Clawville. Y no solo en las colonias. Fue en este periódico donde se publicó por primera vez un artículo sobre los dos heroicos gallos, más conocidos como los detectives. El autor de dicho artículo fue Timothy Saltwater. Agua salada. Timoteo Agua Salada. Una gaviota, como no. Periodista que desde entonces se ha convertido en una especie de leyenda. ¿Republicitaria? Chaval, como anuncia la peli y todo, como mola. Ya no se lleva tanto estas de publicidad, ¿eh?
Ah, I like this.
Todavía queda alguna por publicidad.
Why is that?
No gira, ¿está fija? No.
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Iveria.
Of all that's furry?
Ah, no, no
Whose
tan
is
el
it?
códice.
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
Hombre, esto es un cochazo. Pues seguramente un ricachón lo tiene que tener. Iveria. Un país en el que habitan únicamente pájaros. Es un lugar moderno y pintoresco, gobernado por un parlamento democrático. Es fronteriza con 2 mares. Y el motor de su economía lo componen el transporte aéreo, el comercio y la milicia aérea. Como no, son pájaros. Este país mantiene relaciones neutrales con casi todas las demás naciones y, a excepción de la Gran Guerra de la Carne, ha mantenido esta postura durante toda la historia conocida. Portero.
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in. Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before.
El acento que
May I
tiene.
ask?
¿Qué acento?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Ya tiene la mano en el bolsillo.
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Vale, tengo que preguntarle. Preguntar. Placa de policía.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Listen here, you cow. Do
Vaca
you have any
burro.
idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress
Machiken,
is
tío.
one of my favorite books.
Más chica,
Oh,
no le
my
pillo ni la mitad a la
God,
cabra.
not the books again.
¿El que el acento?
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
No la
Relax,
líes.
Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen, and forgive me for my
Como somos
austere
polis, no quieren que
composition.
entremos ahí, porque claro, ahí se mueve de todo.
No problem, Shakespeare.
Si necesito concentrarme para entenderlo y no son horas. Bueno, por lo menos Los subtítulos están ahí.
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
Keywords.
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
Oye, no nos enteramos de cómo se llama el portero.
What can you
Habían
tell
hecho
me
una
about
apuesta
the
estos
first
dos.
lady of the place, big guy?
Agüita.
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Vale, no podemos hacer nada.
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world, I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
A ver, hay que llamar la atención, entonces.
Fuck off, Sonny.
Se desplumen.
That fella's built like a brick shithouse. I don't think we'll be able to just sneak past him.
Wanna bet?
Not today, Marty. Remember, we must avoid suspicion.
Que no la líes.
Okay. No trouble. I get it. It's okay, Bertha. Maybe next time.
What was that?
Nothing. Just the wind.
Saca la escopeta.
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
Was that a rhetorical question?
Bueno, Luis.
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
A ver si puede hacer algo este.
No problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's
Conejillo.
wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Hola.
Sir, how'd you
De
do?
nuevo.
Everything's fine, Mr. Hayworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the
Esta
list,
pareja de,
okay?
de palomos.
L'archulamon, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my
Tampoco ha sido tan
pleasure to help
complicado, ¿no?
as always.
Hala, hasta luego, Mari Carmen.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Ah, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
Sí, estamos buscando una gata.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
Como siempre.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Que siempre llama la atención. Uy. La cámara. Madre mía, está mirando a este muy fijamente. Vamos a empezar por aquí. ¿Es el camarero? Creo que es el camarero. Ah, no, es un matón. Whisky caro. Logro desbloqueado. Problemas con la bebida.
Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking.
Se acaba de meter el whisky en el bolsillo. Es que tiene la mano en el bolsillo, ¿vale? Aquí dentro de la chaqueta.
Bosco and the others.
Ya mismo llegas a los 1000 seguidores. Sí.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Estoy intentando decirle que deje la bebida y
Good.
está ahí
And let
atacándole.
it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.
Hola, desconocido. Ah, bueno, no.
Hey, there's Fillmore.
Who? Oh, yes. Philmar. Because that's what he calls himself,
Philmar.
right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before
Había,
Clawville.
como dije,
Another place,
bueno,
and
como
another life.
leímos antes, es un país que está solamente lleno exclusivamente de pájaros. Que se dedican al comercio, a los vuelos aéreos y al... ¿A qué era? A la milicia aérea, ¿no? Dijeron.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Se me quedan datos de muchos juegos, pero luego para cuando estudias...
Yeah,
Las todas
it
se
was the
quedan
exact
poco, ¿eh?
opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
Hola, Filmar.
Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
Don Caraculo, alias Filmar.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a feather pillow mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Claudio Pavón.
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Viejo chocho.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
No,
We
yo no
stick
quiero
out.
peleas, ¿eh?
Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh, boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha.
Vale,
She
creo
told
que
us
este se
here.
dedica a
If I'm
perseguir
not
a...
mistaken, the joint is hers.
¿Infieles? ¿Pongo?
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop
Daddy?
clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me
Hola,
after you've
¿qué
talked to
tal?
her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say
Estamos
about her
aquí
before
ahí
then.
con el...
Don't
con esto.
leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to
Los
see
porros,
you
sí,
too,
estamos con los
pal.
porritos.
We'll be back.
No, yo quería hablar con el camarero. ¿Y la camarera? A ver. Ah, vale. Vale, están ahí. Este es el capo y esta es alguien. Vamos a hablar con los camareros.
2 whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
A ver, acá de una cosa. Whiskies se escribe así en español. Es que no sé si lo han escrito mal. Porque yo siempre el whisky de toda la vida lo he escrito pues como se dice en inglés. O sea, tal como está escrito en inglés. No whisky, simplemente con y latina. No sé. Se escribe whisky. Pero aquí se escribe whisky. No lo entiendo. No sé si en español se dice así o no.
Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Ah, bueno, el apellido un
you're
pasito.
right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That
El apellido, una
wasn't exactly
copitilla.
what I meant.
Una copita. Una función preguntar, ¿qué tenemos en el bolsito? ¡Ay, verdad que hemos robado un whisky! O sea, somos polis, ¿vale? Detectives. Y el prota ha robado un
Come to daddy,
whisky.
darling.
Con todo su papo, tío. Y lo ha robado.
Darling, it's kind of weird, don't you think?
Ha hecho así y se lo ha metido en la chaqueta.
Says someone who calls his gun collection his harem.
Ah, bueno, y este tiene una
She's
colección de...
good,
Uy,
birdie.
le da sin querer.
Calling booze darling. It's kinda
Este tiene una
weird,
colección
don't
de
you think?
pistolas y le dijimos, llévate la pistola pequeñita. Se lleva una escopeta.
Says someone who calls his gun collection his harem.
Touche. I'll shut it.
Good birdie.
Bueno, vamos a preguntarle. Por
Tell me,
Natasha,
hey,
que es
Breath,
nuestra
have you
clienta.
seen Natasha
Es la jefa
tonight?
del bar este. Que claro, como es la mujer del capo, pues la señora tiene dineros. ¿Y qué pasa? Pues ahí está. De doña.
Not yet, sir. But she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Estamos preguntando por el capo, que si nos puede preguntar algo
Sir,
por él.
I
O sea, nos puede contar
I
algo.
don't want to.
No,
What
no.
about, let's see, $5 maybe?
But sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet.
Si no has pagado ni las
Yeah,
bebidas.
stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen.
Vale, no podemos preguntarle por ella.
She has pretty
¿La
long
camarera?
legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
Eran sus piernas. Pues me había parecido ver que era una ardilla. O que diga un conejo, no una ardilla. ¡Bebecita! Aquí está el capo. Ah, no, es verdad, el capo era una rata. No. ¿Podemos hablar con esta? Bueno, vamos a hablar.
That woman with Ibn. I think I know her from somewhere.
¿Qué tal, bebé?
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
Isn't that?
Yes, it
Sí,
is.
es
The
el
great
capo.
Ibn Wessler, in the flesh.
Entonces,
he
¿para qué
noticed
me
us?
sale la opción de hablarle?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
Se habrá visto, ya vamos a hablar con él.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
Le hemos dicho, no llames la atención, pues toma, incluso a decir su nombre.
What a pleasant surprise. The roaster copper's in person.
Chicken police.
Que por sus
But
narices
yeah,
nos tiene que
Mr.
haber
Wessler,
capo.
you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced
Niña
myself to your
preciosa,
lady
acabo de terminar
companion
de cenar y ahora
seconds
vuelvo a
ago.
ponerme a estar. ¿Y tu directo? ¿Qué tal, mi amor? Bien, hemos ido avanzando un poquito. Y pues eso, estamos aquí con los furros. ¿Qué tal estás? Ah, bueno, sí, ya me lo has dicho.
Oh yeah.
Ahí también en el
I'm so
estudio.
happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
Los
So,
boys.
To what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so
Es que Olivia, esta no sé
we
quién
were,
será. Lo
just
mismo
in
es
the
una actriz o
neighborhood,
algo.
and
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple
¡Hurra!
matter. But to be honest, I understand. I would have
Vale,
taken
o
matters
sea,
into my
amenazan
own
a tu
hands,
mujer.
you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Amenazan a tu mujer haciendo pintadas en los muros, rompiendo ventanas y de todo. Y es como si, o sea, lo llamas minucia. O sea, que lo mismo, tu mujer podría estar en peligro de muerte y te la suda. Te la trae al pairo.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired.
Fiscal General Hamtaro, dime que Hamtaro es un hámster. Por favor, dímelo. Dime que sí.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay.
Ahí no nos
These
dicen quién
gentlemen are
es.
just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Te pregunto por el club.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that.
Claro, porque ya soy tu mujer.
Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please act straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
Oh, le puedo interrogar. Uf.
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive,
¿Me pregunta por él?
unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
Empecé mi carrera en una zapatería y ¿qué estoy ahora? Siendo un capo que trabaja con apuestas, con drogas, con mujeres, con todo, ¿no? O sea, mujeres, supongo que vamos a pensar que con el cabaret, ¿vale?
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store
Con todo,
owner to
este
mob
tío trabaja en
boss.
todo. A capa de la
How
mafia,
dare you speak to
exacto.
Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
¿Le ofende que le digamos que es un capo?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Le estamos preguntando por el conejo, por
Only a
nuestro
bit
amigo.
worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you.
Natasha,
Look,
venga,
detective,
háblanos de tu
If you
mujer.
want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler.
Vale, te tengo que interrogar
Has
y a ver
your
qué me
assistant
dice
been
Olivia.
working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
Matar el
It
tiempo porque
sounded
Natasha no
rude to
aparece.
me.
Yeah, please forgive her, detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
Venga, vamos a interrogarle.
Wessler's a tricky guy.
hace mucha
Unfortunately,
gracia
I
cuando
don't
está
know
así de
enough about
frente.
him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet.
Es un tipo complicado, por desgracia no sé mucho de él, así que debo afilar el ingenio. No puedo rinconarle sin más aún. ¿Qué pensó cuando supo de la extorsión?
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Vale, ¿te importa una caca? ¿Todavía no se amenazas que le hacen a tu mujer?
Are
Pero
we
bueno,
done?
No, not quite.
I'm
acaba de
sorry to
empezar el
hear that.
interrogatorio. No le voy a preguntar por qué no llama a la policía, porque siendo un capo no se fía de la poli. Así que vamos a decir, ¿le parece un hombre ocupado? Ocupado. ¿Puedo preguntarle a qué se
You
dedica?
seem a very busy man. May I ask what you do?
It's, uninteresting.
Would you elaborate?
I got a small share in the meat substitute business. If the new product works, maybe we can make your job easier.
Los sucedáneos de carne lo estuvimos viendo que son en el hot dog este. Hot dog, creo que era. Son como sustitutos a la carne.
You mean reduce predation in Clawville?
Exacto, para reducir la depredación. Porque claro, son animales, o sea, son muchos animales que conviven juntos en un mismo país y, bueno, países en el mundo. Entonces lo que quieren es que no se maten entre ellos.
There are such plans. If you're interested, talk to Olivia, my assistant. She's an expert in what she does, unlike me.
Y por ejemplo, hay animales que no comen carne, pero pueden comer eso.
Thank you. That's it for now.
Esto que el local es suyo, nos dijo que no, ya sabemos que es de Natasha. Le veo algo taciturno, señor Wesley. Sin embargo, dicen que suele ser usted bastante parlachín. La cobertada ya le estamos atacando en sí, o sea, estamos yendo a lo directo, así que le vamos a decir, le veo algo taciturno. A ver qué dice.
You're very taciturn, Mr. Wessler, though I've heard you're quite the speaker.
Look, I'll gladly talk to anyone about business, and even happier to talk about art. But I'm no fan of interrogation on a night out. Are you even on duty?
Sorry for any offense, Mr. Wessler. Let's talk about something else. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Vamos a tontearlo con cuidado. Nos ha arrestado. ¿Le ha ocurrido algún incidente similar a Natasha en el pasado? Son muy íntimos Natasha y usted, ya sabemos que es su mujer. Esos mensajes no le parecen peligrosos. Antes nos ha dicho que no, que de momento no ha pasado nada, no han pedido nada, en plan, yo qué sé, dinero, lo que sea, así que para él no le parece peligroso. Y pasa mucho tiempo para aquí, es tontería preguntarle. Así que, ¿le ha ocurrido algún incidente similar a Natasha en el pasado?
Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies or insane fans, psychopath pianists, perhaps.
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Vale, hemos sumado 15 puntos. Creo que el culpable podría ser un admirador. ¿Va todo bien entre usted y Natasha? Eso no. Porque nos estamos metiendo ya en el hoyo. Hable claro, Wesley, no nos hagamos perder el tiempo. No se lo voy a decir porque va a ser peor. Así que, ¿cree que el culpable podría ser un admirador?
Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Someone who can't take rejection, maybe.
Why not? It's quite common.
It's a typical motive, indeed. Any ideas who it could be?
Ahorita vamos a marchar pronto. Buenas noches a todos. Pasarlo bien, detective. Muchas gracias por pasarte, Cero. Que descanses.
Yeah. Attorney General Hamtaro is obsessed with Natasha, but he's more like the kiss on the hair and flowers bowing type. Throwing bricks through the window is not his style. I can't think of anybody else. Or rather, I can think of everybody else. About half the city, actually.
I get it.
Vale. 20 puntos hemos sumado. Con que el capo y la gatita, ¿eh? ¿Cómo se conocieron? Eso es tocar, meter el dedo en la llaga. Estoy dispuesta a declarar en comisaría, también es un dedo en la llaga. Así que vamos a decirle, ¿ha habido alguna amenaza similar en el pasado? Ya por la cena me he hecho un pedazo de una hamburguesa, madre de Dios.
Point, yeah? Yeah, I get it. But sadly, this is a dead end, my friend. No threats like these, whether you believe it or
Que
not.
aproveche.
Well, it really seems like a dead end, so I'll just back up and try from a different angle.
You do that.
No, me he arrestado. Es que lo de declarar en comisaría no quiero porque eso es meterle en el hoyo de la poli. Así que vamos a preguntarle que cómo se conocieron ellos dos.
Boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
¿No recuerda dónde se conocieron?
Ah, yeah. The Millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
O sea, ella era una bailarina. Él le consiguió varias ocasiones, ella no lo sabía. Y un día él la invitó a una copa y le dijo: si quieres conocerme, o sea, vamos, tirando fichas, compra este local y te lo regalo. O sea, la compró con dinero. Por lo menos para mí eso es comprarla con dinero.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Amor para el dinero.
There are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
Vale, suma puntos. ¿Usted y Natasha viven
Do you live
juntos?
in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Glowtown. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend. Roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah.
Vale,
if
que
you
vaya a
say
su
so.
casa de vacaciones, es importante cada fin de semana. Montadísima del dólar, sí, sí, ¿eh? Ah, mientras estoy en el interrogatorio, es que claro, hablan aquí. Bueno, os sigo leyendo. Así que, aunque Natasha cree que corre peligro, sigue saliendo sola. O los fines de semana que pasa allí está completamente sola. Le voy a preguntar eso.
Is she completely alone when she's there at the weekend?
As I've told you, Natasha's a free woman, eh? She's an adult. She doesn't need an escort. Or, she didn't need one until now.
Are you afraid for her? You know, a big star like her, alone in that house.
I never said a black car doesn't drive by 2 or 3 times a day, but, it's just caution. Huh. I'm not a monster after all, am I?
Vale, él tiene a alguien vigilándola. Por lo menos 2 o 3 veces al día.
I suppose not.
Vale, me ha restado 5. Así que, aunque Natasha cree que corre peligro, sigue saliendo
So
sola.
Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but, in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha
Que
is
tiquismiqui,
crazy
la
about the
rata se
roulette
sigue.
wheel.
A ver, es un capo, pues no quiere que la policía
Always
meta
putting
en
it
su
all on the
asunto.
red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. You're right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Vamos, detective genuino. Pista importante. Even insiste mucho en cambiar de tema cuando sale a colación el asunto de las amenazas. Está claro que sabe mucho más de lo que está dispuesta a contarnos.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
GG's. GG.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
¿Le estás tirando los trastos
Pleasure to
teniendo a tu
meet you,
mujer?
Goodbye.
Oh.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
And it's dead.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique
Es que, en
compliment
verdad,
before.
gran letra de canción. Tiene gracia porque un gato y un ratón son pareja.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
Ahem. You were amazing, dear, as always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want
¿Así
to
considera
see.
relación tóxica?
My room's upstairs.
¿Y como posee un
Meet me
ratón y un
there in
gato?
20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey,
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause,
Tres
then
toques,
another
pausa
3.
corta, luego 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I
Ah,
saw
vale,
her.
no os ha hecho
She wore
falta ni
danger
analizarla ni
like
nada.
a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny.
Vamos, que se ha quedado
Just keep your distance.
flipando con ella, que es que le ha enamorado.
Gee, that is a unique picture, and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're
Me fijo mucho en las uñas de cada personaje.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it. This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
Toma,
In a
más
glass.
trinque,
But thanks, I had a
dale.
couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland,
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
okay, Sonny.
So, why am I
Sonny.
here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is
sí,
it
que me
too
cuenta qué ha
banal
pasado,
if I
hija.
tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to
Son varios
investigate for
capítulos,
you.
no hemos terminado
But if
todavía el
you'd rather
primero.
be drinking,
Para que veáis, ¿eh?
You do have a sense of humor.
Y empezamos
How
ayer.
reassuring.
only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am
A
I
ver,
right?
todo policía tiene que fijarse en todos los
That's a bit
detalles.
of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
Suena muy mal.
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
Que me hace mucha gracia la cara del pollo cuando está de frente. Edere con ojo. Vale. Tiene actuación memorable.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not
Me ponete en el
mistaken.
móvil que voy a probar a jugar al Battlefield con eso en la pantalla, ¿vale?
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
Tengo la pared bastante de vídeo, eso ya lo hemos hablado antes. El local es muy elegante y tu habitación no se queda corta.
The place is very elegant, and so's your room.
Why, thank you.
I kind of feel like I'm in a museum.
Well, that depends on the kind of museum.
The kind with nice things.
Oh.
Suspiciously nice things. Just like you.
Cañoteo.
Do you think I'm suspicious?
We'll see about that.
Try me.
¿Crees que podría un amenazador, un admirador ser responsable de amenazas? ¿Que me puedes contar de Im Wessler? Mataros a todos.
Do you think one of
Vamos a
your
preguntarle a la
admirers
admiradora.
might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Ah, I see.
Está muy segura de sí misma. ¿Por qué Débora? Es buena chica, pero ¿por qué no viniste tú? O sea, ¿por qué la impala? ¿Por qué vino la impala a decirnos de lo del caso? ¿Es una prueba material relacionada con las amenazas? ¿O todo esto es un tapesta que pretendes que haga? Voy a preguntarle sobre las pruebas.
Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats?
¿Qué ojazos esa gata? Tiene unos ojazos, ¿eh?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it. I simply couldn't bear to look at them.
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler could ever turn to
Vale,
the
es
cops?
la novia, no
I
la
see.
esposa.
So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my last hope.
That does sound
tiene
ridiculous,
esperanza.
but I accept.
O el último
My
plato,
ego
o sea,
and
ahí...
old habits.
De si tengo hambre me lo como, ¿no?
You can't do anything else, can you?
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's
Vale,
scared.
paso de fase.
Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
¿Qué decían exactamente las amenazas?
What was in those threats exactly?
Porque como no tenemos las
The
pruebas,
message
no
itself is not a
supuestamente se lo ha...
It's just a word.
¿Lo ha tirado?
But a
Es
word
una palabra.
again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
¿Qué palabra es?
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
Pues no sé, puta, guarra, no sé qué te
I
pueden
guess I
llamar.
do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore.
¿Ves? Es que...
Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Nadie ha visto nunca al culpable, ni rastro. Te aconsejo que no llame la atención. Eso, tontería. Estamos subiendo bastante, ¿eh? ¿Qué de filmas? ¿También ha venido por ti? ¿Las amenazas podrían tener algo que ver con la peligrosa relación que mantienes con Imp? Puede ser, porque fue nada más Empecé a salir con él, toma, se llevó el local.
Could the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you?
You mean I'm a cat and he's a rat?
Every interracial relationship has risk. But yes, this one's more conspicuous than most.
Clawville's a very open and free city, but I guess you see more radical transgressions than I do.
One of the most common causes in homicidal and predatory cases, ma'am. So, yes.
Well, I don't know about that. Nobody ever questioned our relationship openly. We are what we are. And you know, if you're interested in my personal feelings, danger fills our relationship with a
A ver si se
no
quieren,
other
aunque sean
can
un gato
replace.
y un ratón.
It must be one interesting relationship, that's for sure. I'm not sure I can feel the same, but I can certainly understand it.
A ver, no tengo claro si yo podría sentir lo mismo. Chico, te he conquistado nada más con cantar la canción y abrir esos ojos. O sea,
Maybe one day you'll
no sé.
experience it, Sonny. Have you ever been with a predator before?
Well,
Well,
that's unsteady ground, Natasha. Let's turn the questioning around if you don't mind.
as you wish, Sonny.
¿A cuántas citas como yo has engatusado, Natasha?
How many fools like me have you used up, Natasha?
In all my life? Well,
I just forget it. I don't want to know. Curiosity killed the cat. No pun intended.
I'm just joking. You're not a fool, Sonny. I know that was supposed to be a kind of insult, but it usually rolls right off me. I can't take cockadoodling, so you can put aside the strutting stuff while you're talking to me.
Vaya, le ha molestado que le
Fair
preguntamos
point.
eso.
Broadcast received, ma'am. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge
Vale,
out
vamos
at
a ver,
least
pase.
one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
¡Que bajó 60! ¡Hola! Y era la única opción que me daba. Ya está bien andarse por las ramas. ¿De qué conoces a Molly?
Let's stop
F,
beating about the
flipante,
bush.
¿eh?
How do you know Molly?
¿Qué conoces a
I'm
Molly?
prepared for that question, but it's
Molly es la
still not
exmujer del
easy.
prota.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you, no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator, or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have
Bueno,
come.
entonces... llévame a Molly, ¿no?
Natasha, you're right
Que la
there.
vea.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
Vamos, que siguen siendo marido y mujer, pero no se han separado.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
O sea, no se han divorciado. Se han separado, pero no se han divorciado.
Really?
¿No vas a ver eso? O sea,
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Cluck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
Ha jugado desde el principio, ha jugado conmigo desde el principio, ¿verdad? ¿O qué es exactamente lo que quieres de mí? Eso es lo que vamos a preguntar.
What exactly do you want from me?
You are really as good as they say you are. And I'm not selling lucky dips, Sonny. Find them, whoever they are, and
Whatever it takes.
not exactly, but something like that.
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining in your eyes, I wouldn't take the case.
¿Veis algo de miedo en sus ojos? Porque yo no.
I'm not afraid.
Yo no veo miedo en sus ojos.
You're terrified, Natasha. Don't be ashamed.
You must solve this as soon as you can. Money's not an issue.
Un 3. Polioxidado. ¿Por qué? ¡Si iba bien! O sea, iba a tope. Le doy a la única opción que me salía. Me baja 60 puntos. Y encima 3. Están como siempre. Yo flipo,
Just
tío.
one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha?
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
¿Vas a presentar a Molly? O sea, ¿me la vas a
I
llevar?
was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Vale, algo que está
Isn't
escondido.
Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets. I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know...
Please, this is very important to me.
Sure, I get it.
Thank you.
Until later,
Vamos, que no vamos a tener
Natasha.
una fiesta de fin de año.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Los alimentos a base de sucedáneos de carne hicieron posible la reducción del consumo de carne. La depredación y el canibalismo doméstico en toda natura. Estos productos están muy extendidos hoy en día y son... ¿Esto no lo habíamos leído nosotros antes? ¿No hay nada más que investigar?
You got a beautiful place here, Natasha. A peaceful little island on the ocean of madness, with very classy furniture.
Ibn likes me surrounded by elegant things, you know?
You're an elegant thing yourself, sweetheart.
Oh, that's charming.
¿Nos vamos?
Well,
Qué bien.
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next
como son
time, leave the
felinos.
dangerous predators to me.
Nosotros un pollo.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
Vale, vámonos. Vámonos, atamos. Vamos ahí.
Oh, it's you. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Look, we really don't want to dig into your personal life, but
But what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler? And how close am I to him?
you don't beat around the bush, man.
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland. So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush. And no, I'm not sleeping with Mr. Wessler.
Well, thanks for the quick and straight answer.
Anything else?
Nada más. Ah, sí, pregunta, lo puedo preguntar. Ahora que no está el otro. Ahora que no está el capo. Vamos a preguntarle por el
Do
club.
you come here often, Olivia?
No, not really.
Well, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You know,
¿Vas a
Ibn's not
preguntarle por
as
el capo?
ferocious as you'd think. On the contrary, he's become very different recently.
I heard. Don't you find that
Claro, si
weird?
está con una
But
gata
sometimes an
que
animal
la
just
tía no
has
veas.
enough. Fed up and wants a change. I deeply respect that.
Well, thank you for
Bueno, no sé si es porque se ha
What's your
cansado o no
relationship with
sé.
Miss Natasha Katsenko?
Pero la gata tiene pinta de tener un carácter de narices.
We've talked a bit, that's all.
There's no tension between you? You know, the pretty secretary.
Well, thank you for your compliment, Mr. Featherland. No, no tension. Natasha's an intelligent woman. I respect her.
Is that mutual?
That I can't tell.
Casa de
If I'm not
vacaciones, que es la
mistaken,
casa donde
Natasha
está
has a
donde va
weekend
Natasha
house in
de
Flowerville.
día. O sea, de día, cada 2 fines de semana, creo.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you
2
tell
fines
me
de semana
anything
cada
about
2
it?
semanas.
I've never been there. Allegedly, it's beautiful. Elegant and luxurious. Just like Natasha herself.
Y el caso es, ¿por qué? Si acabas de estar con Natasha, ¿por qué no has preguntado sobre su casa de verano? Pregunto. ¿Me puedo hablar al
Excuse me,
matón
pal.
ahora?
My name is Santino Featherland.
Gabriel, what do you
Me
want?
hace gracia pone
Chickens?
matones, solamente hay uno.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Wessler went?
Do you
Oh.
take me for a fool? Get out of here while I'm in a good mood, birds.
Okay. Thanks, big boy.
Ah, es verdad, tenemos que hablar con firmas.
So, have you talked to Natasha?
In fact,
Pero nos
yes.
tenía que contar
She
algo.
was kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway. But that woman...
You're too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine it closely.
What is it?
It's the reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you
Enjundia.
think.
La primera vez
Makes my
que
feathers stand
leo o
on end.
escucho esa palabra. Enjundia.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here. Okay, I didn't say anything.
Voy a estar a salvo contigo que me pegaste un tiro en el pasado, ¿no? ¿Quién no?
We stepped into it, didn't we?
Es una lista de
Of
teléfonos.
all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names, all top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Filmar. This could be important.
Don't thank me.
Vale, tenemos que ver un
Maybe I
cadáver o
just
algo
signed
así,
your
¿no?
death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty.
Una ubicación. Vale, podríamos ir a la comisaría porque es una zona que está en tiempo limitado. Así que vamos a la comisaría y al hot dog este.
I don't know, Sonny. What exactly are we doing here?
Let's hope we can learn something about Natasha and Ibn by sniffing around before we visit that weekend house in Flowerville.
Ya lo que dijo el juego. Pone, vete si puedes a las zonas limitadas. Tiempo limitado. Si te gusta completar el juego, pues dale. Así que nosotros le damos.
Learn something from Phyllis and Roy's.
Well, I wasn't exactly thinking about them.
Yeah, figures.
Voy a preguntarle a Mónica.
Guess who we met today in person, Mon?
King Hector III?
Soy Héctor III.
Even better, the one who commands the king.
Wait a minute. Hobart Wessler?
Damn right. Hobart Ibn Wessler in the flesh.
Hemos conocido al capo.
Wow. And you're still alive. That's quite an accomplishment.
But seriously, have you heard that he wants to get out of the black market business? Allegedly, he's trying to clear his name.
Estoy pensando que si tienen los ojos aquí en el lado, ¿cómo ven con las gafas? Pa'lante. Bueno, y estas también, que estas también tienen los ojos aquí en el lado.
His name's gonna be rather difficult to clear.
It's a heroic and impossible venture.
I haven't heard about it, but it's an interesting addition to what I know.
Which is?
Ibn's been acting very strange lately, and he left most of his business dealings to one of his goons, Mickey. Also known as the Butcher, the Mongrel, and the Slayer.
Yeah, we once had the pleasure of meeting him.
That's all I know, boys. I know it's not very
Pero
much,
sigo
but
sin
it's
saber
something, I
cómo es
guess.
su cara.
I'll keep my ears open.
No lo pone. Seguimos sin
Mon.
saberlo. La lista de nombres
Listen,
extraños.
Mon, a reliable old friend shoved this into my hand. Could you take a quick glance at it?
Quite an imposing list. What could those numbers mean? It could be a date even, but no. This is something else.
That's what
Números
we
de
were thinking
teléfono.
too, and we got nowhere. But you see a lot of documents. So, is there anything familiar about this?
Unfortunately not, boys.
Es que
The names are
si nos
imposing indeed, but
dejase
based
ir
on
a
this,
la
it could be almost
oficina de
anything.
este, podríamos
The
intentar
richest of the rich
llamarlos.
get together on all kinds of excuses.
It must be a secret cult.
It could be, of course, but also anything else. I'm sorry I couldn't help you more.
Ah, don't mention it, Mon. Thanks for your time.
Or, wait a minute. There is something.
Oh, stop teasing us, Mon.
I'm sure you've
Yeah,
noticed
yeah,
that
yeah.
all the names in the list are men, right?
Yeah, of course we noticed.
No se han dado cuenta.
Thanks for the observation, Monica.
Don't mention it. I'm just a receptionist.
We
Natasha,
saw a
a ver
pretty
qué nos puede
good
contar
show
de
at the
ella.
Czar Club tonight.
Good for you, I guess. Natasha?
Natasha. She performed her new song. She also sang about why she called us there. Or rather, me.
And?
That's confidential, Dollface. Anyway, I can't help wondering about that woman. Her past
Que
is
está
a
enamorada de
mystery.
ella,
I
que
couldn't draw
no me
much out of
cuenta
her
la
in person
historia.
either.
Women like her always have something to hide, Sonny. I think
Chicos,
that's
estamos muy
exactly what
calladitos,
makes men
¿eh?
fall head over heels for them.
I know another broad who's all mysterious.
Oh yeah? What's her name? I'll look her up if we have a file on her.
Marty, shut up.
Oh, you mean me, right?
All mysterious, full of secrets, and grace.
I
Toma,
didn't even hear
cañoteo.
that, Marty.
Le ha
Do we
rechazado
have a
hecho
file
el
on a woman
raca.
called Olivia Blackwig? She's currently
pasas a
working as
Gordillo.
Ibn Wessler's assistant.
We don't have a file on her, but there are a few blackwigs that could be related to
Vamos a
her.
dar un poco de
Mountain
Battlefield.
Goat, Crow, or Cayman.
Pues nada. ¿Qué pasa con el Battlefield? Cabra montesa, corneja o caimán.
Crow, around 30 to 35. A very pretty socialite.
Maybe we have a catch then. Theodore Blackwig was a rather influential banker until he went bankrupt. He died a few years back, but his daughter could have ended up in the same social circles as Ibn.
And since they lost their money, she took a job as his assistant.
Yeah, it would fit the picture. But it's a big city, Sonny. There may be more than one Crow family with a Blackwig name living here.
Thanks, Mon.
I'm glad I could help, boys, as always. If it doesn't take a lot of my time, that is.
We know. We're not even here anymore. Hey, big guy.
Hey, Cox, what's up? Back here so soon? Did you get nostalgic all of a sudden, Sonny?
What? O sea, el chaval, o sea, el sniper estaba corriendo.
Hoo-hoo. Are you trespassing again?
Who? Us? What are you thinking?
Just an old case. Still open. Not
Los 32
official, but
quedamos
not
y nos hemos
active
ido,
either.
tal cual.
We're not bothering
Normal.
anyone. You know, old
A ver
habits
si les
die
cierro una
hard.
cuenta. Por hacker. Porque seguramente era un hacker, supongo.
I know. I'm just messing with you. So, how can I help you?
You
Fillmore.
still remember Fillmore?
Fillmore.
Do you mean Philip? Of course I remember. He's got quite the reputation with that Fillmore alias.
Pues es que cada vez que miro esto, un poco así, de refilón, pienso que es un tatuaje y luego no, eso espero.
We just met him. Small world, huh? Do you know what he's up to these days?
Yeah, as far as I know, he's investigating petty blackmail cases and sneaking after poor
Tal cual,
bastards
los hay
cheating on their
escasos, pero los
wives.
hay. Bueno, por lo menos les reportáis y ya toma por culo. Si no podéis ni jugar tranquilos. Es que no entiendo por qué la gente estropea con hacks la experiencia de los
Did
videojuegos.
he
Es que
get
no lo
mixed up
entiendo.
in something that stirred up a storm recently?
Yeah, I don't know about that. We haven't seen him at the PD for a while. He's usually a frequent visitor. Why? Did he run into some fishy business again?
No sé si se ha metido en un problema
Possible, Bosco.
el detective este.
But I'm not
pero-
sure he'd want to make the same mistake.
Wise decision.
Esta no es
Listen,
extraña, a ver
Bosco,
si les suena.
what do you make of this list?
Maybe it's the guest list of some fancy ball. These are some rather influential names, the ones I recognize anyway. Movie stars, politicians, a few names from the Council of 12 even, if I'm
Hay
not
gente
mistaken.
tocha, ahí en esa lista.
You're not.
Porque les gusta joder al personal y les da igual el dinero. Pues sí.
Are you blackmailing them? Because if you are, I'll gladly accept a nice big juicy bone in exchange for my silence.
Stop screwing around, Bosco. It has nothing to do with our case.
Which is what, exactly?
We're still not gonna tell you.
No te lo vamos a contar. Es alto
Listen,
secreto.
Bosco, what have you heard about that singer, Natasha Katsenko?
Katsenko.
You mean that little bimbo fooling around with Ibn Wessler? They say she's the jackpot, but I've never been into cats, you know.
You couldn't be more racist if you tried, Bosco.
Don't misunderstand me. I don't have a
Ay,
problem
¿qué es
with
que eso?
cats
O
at
sea,
all.
se habla mucho de
I'm simply
racismo y
allergic
todo
to 'em.
entre ellos
I
porque,
can't stand
claro, son
being
diferentes
around 'em.
especies.
I don't even take cases with cats.
Te dan alergia a los gatos.
Good for you. I should have used that excuse myself.
Why? Is your investigation related to her?
Sí, tiene
What?
que
No,
ver
of
con
course
ella.
not. We just came from her show. That's why I asked.
And what's she like?
Pero no tiene nada que ver.
Well, I guess your cat allergy would go away for the rest of your life if you met her.
Really? Maybe I'll have a go and see for myself one day.
Llevan dos
Miss
tetas.
Jardine,
¿Te
one of
tío?
the 7 female officers of the Clawville PD. Officer Barkman,
Vale, esto ya lo vimos.
I wholeheartedly
Vale,
agree.
está el comisario este, así que nada, y en la galería de tiro no tenemos nada que hacer. Así que, para afuera. A ver, Phyllis, ¿qué tienes algo?
How's it going tonight, boys?
Uneventful so far, Sonny.
Que siguen ahí
But
con
now
las
that you're
espinas ahí
rolling
atravesando el
together again,
chubasquero.
I suppose
Pero
we'll have
bueno.
some excitement to look forward to.
What do you mean?
Are you kidding? Last time you shot up a theatre, and, if I remember correctly, each other.
Pues,
Well, I suppose we'll have some excitement to look forward to.
¿Qué?
What do you mean? Are you kidding? Last time you shot up a theatre, and, if I remember correctly, each other.
That was a
Aunque siempre los
complicated
casos de
evening.
estos han acabado en tiroteos.
Sure.
Súper útil.
Complicated.
Sí, es súper útil el chubasquero. Lo mío es que no se dan ni cuenta. Ya ves que se tienen que dar cuenta, porque joder, luego para quitarse los chubasqueros, ¿sabes? Es verdad, habíamos cogido una página de códice, pues. Ah, no. Ah, sí. Me he saltado un dato. ¿Puede ser por el de cafetería? Me falta uno. En la cafetería nos explicarán algo, supongo. Héctor III o el Rey Zorro, como muchos animales le llaman, es el tercer miembro de la dinastía Fallos. Aunque Cloveville es un estado pequeño, su rey se cuenta entre los animales más influyentes de la natura, no por la importancia de la ciudad, sino por las riquezas de sus lejanas colonias. Aunque Cloveville es una monarquía, el poder y la jurisdicción no recae solo en el rey, sino también en el Consejo de los 12. Muchos animales piensan que el Consejo está completamente al mando y que el propio rey no es más que una marioneta y un símbolo. Los miembros del Consejo son los animales más poderosos de la ciudad después del rey, entre los que se cuentan no solo políticos, sino también empresarios influyentes. Vamos a Hot Dog, a ver si encontramos algo más de información.
Ooh, a nice cup of coffee a la Zip, huh?
We're not here for the coffee, Marty. Zip always knows more than what he lets on. It'd be worth interrogating the old trash panda.
If he forgave us for wrecking his joint last
Vamos a
time.
interrogar otra vez a Top Knock.
He'll never forgive us, Marty, but we helped him out of trouble so many times, he's not gonna have any choice.
I hope you're right, old bird. Everything all right, old man?
If there's something we can do for you, just say so, okay?
Well, all right.
Sigue sin contestarnos.
Could
El
this
coche antiguo
wreck
este no lo he visto,
belong to
creo.
Zip?
Well, it's a wreck just like him, so I guess it could.
¿Una mosca? Sí, hay insectos.
Ah, jeez, boys. Out of 2,000 joints in the city, had to end up here, huh?
Bastante feo, sí.
Hello to you too, Zip. How's it hanging?
Vive tan mal que no sé si lo habrá escuchado antes, Doku, supongo, ya ayer. Que a las madres insectos venden a sus larvas para que se las coman los ricos.
I had no problems until now.
Ah, don't be such a drama queen. We just want to ask you a couple of questions, then we're out of here.
Songs.
And we won't even trash your place this time. What do you say?
I say let's get it over with very, very quickly, chickens.
Relax, pal. We'll be as fast as a hummingbird.
I'm not your pal, and you're as far from a hummingbird as I'm from a
Se
polar
me acaba
bear.
de ir el HDMI.
Oh, come on, Zip. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Lo oigo. Ahí está. Hay una gaviota! ¡Ay! ¿Cómo se llamaba? Era agua salada. Se apellidaba agua salada.
I used to think
And?
Vale, esto lo hemos visto, lo de... Lo del café. Tío,
Damn it, what's this?
Sniffing some
Ahí.
juicy
¡Ah! He dicho
story.
el nombre. Pues me da algún
I
asunto
think I still owe
jugoso.
him a great big
Vale,
left hook.
ya no sale.
What did he do this time?
Oh, nothing. Just since I first met him, I wanted to punch him in the face.
I can understand that. Hello, Timothy. Scribblers don't
Sin
celebrate
vergüenza.
New Year's.
Bueno, sé qué tal. Garabatos no celebra al fin de
Hello,
año.
boys. What a pleasure to see you. Answering your question, no, not really. Not me, anyway. I'm always where the story is.
Mm-hmm. And where's the story now? I can't see it anywhere.
It just
La
stepped
noticia,
through
¿dónde
the
está la
door,
noticia?
pal.
Ah, nosotros somos la noticia.
Oh, you mean us? Well, I think I'll have to disappoint you.
The
No
chicken
tenemos
police are
nada,
back together.
compañero, no
I
tenemos
can't
nada que
let that go
contarte.
without
Aunque
an
tengamos un
ink
caso,
stain, am I
no
right?
tenemos nada que contarte, compañero. Nada, nada.
No, Timmy, you can. We're not working. We're just having a little fun, that's all.
Ahora hemos
I'm
venido
not
aquí a tomar un
buying that,
cafecito.
boys.
Un cafecito. Un cafelito, nada más.
You'll have to, Tim.
Pregúntale si quiere gusta. Acabar con él, no puedo.
We'll see about that.
Es que no le puedo hablar a Zip con este de aquí delante. Bueno, whisky caro.
Look what we found, Zip.
Es el whisky que ha robado nuestro prota. O sea, es un poli, ¿vale? Y roba whisky. Es que...
Beat to death? Who do you think we are? We simply confiscated it.
Confiscado.
You sneaky broilers. I'll give you $50 for it.
Don't make me laugh. It's worth 3 times that.
Oh, come on, give me a break.
Tough luck, Trash Panda.
El whisky file.
We also ran into Filmar.
Filmar? Who's that?
¿No vas a saber quién es Filmar?
A grumpy old raggedy-ass hawk. His manners are even worse than mine. Ring a bell?
You mean Marlowe?
Was Marlowe.
Sí.
Now he goes by
Marlowe?
Filmar Lowe.
Oh, I see. So that means he's
La doncella. Ha sido él. Ha sido el poli. Yo solamente le he seleccionado la botella para observarla. Y va y hace... O sea, la coge y hace con la chaqueta. Ra. Tío. Yo no he sido, yo no tengo la culpa. Se la ha llevado a él. Esta no es extraña.
Holy crap, what's this? The guest list at a king's birthday party.
Hey, that's not even a bad guess.
What do you make
of
it?
This piece of paper's from so high up where I've never been myself, boys, so don't ask me.
Vale, este no tiene
We
nada.
spoke to Natasha. She's scared.
Well, it's not good life insurance to be the girl of the most powerful gangster in the city.
It's not about that. Someone's been writing offensive messages to her. She feels threatened.
Sí.
I only know that every second husband in the city wants to have her, and every second wife wants to wring her neck because of that. Nothing else.
Thanks, Zip, but we're not any further ahead.
But not further back, right?
Pues esto no nos puede proporcionar más información y este igual. Así que vámonos de aquí. ¡Oye! No me había dado cuenta. Hay un coleccionable aquí. Pues vámonos a la casa de vacaciones.
Well, if there's one thing I'd learned during 20 years of detective work, it's that if someone wants to meet you at a remote location at night, you should bring an army for backup. One time, me and Marty were stupid enough to underestimate a situation like that, and we never really recovered. And yet, here we were again, about to step alone into something hauntingly familiar. Only one tactic remained, as the old dogs say. Balls to the wall.
No tráfico.
This place gives me the creeps.
Vale, ahí está la prueba.
I wouldn't say I like it either.
Agüita, agüita, chicos. Bebed también vosotros agüita.
Let's take a look around before we go inside.
Textbook.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
Shut up, Marty.
Hay un tacón ahí. Está lloviendo a mares, ¿eh?
Chicken police, hands up.
Que sigue con la escopeta.
Marty, that's enough.
chicken
Ah, no me deja
police.
observarlo.
So, this is the word. What can I say? The message is
Sí,
loud
sí, se
and clear.
prepara. Parece que estos dos ya se llevan un poco mejor, sí, se llevan mejor.
Yeah, what matters is who is it for and what does it mean.
I can't misunderstand that if I wanted to.
We'll see.
Wait a second, did that bimbo put a spell on you? As you used to say, don't let it cloud your objective judgment, boss bird.
Watch who you're talking to, boy.
Cuidado con lo que cacareas. Aquí pone puta, para quien no sepa lo que es. Y está dirigida a nuestra clienta, que es una gata. Que es la mujer de... bueno, la novia de un capo. Aquí, un zapato.
Damn.
It's not a good sign.
Maybe she just lost it when she hurried into the house.
Yeah, right.
Sale de su casa.
Do you think it
¿Y se
belongs
deja ahí
to
el zapato?
Natasha?
No idea. Do you think I measured her feet when I was in her room?
Not sure I want to know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
No, no, no es, solamente es gata. ¿Ves lo que has dicho? Te voy a banear. Solamente es gata. Pero esta es una amenaza.
Marty, before we enter, did you bring Big Bertha?
Ahora sí quiere que saque la escopeta, ¿no?
It's time to get Her Majesty out.
That's what I like to hear.
Let's go.
Hello, my beauty.
Just don't point it at me.
Aw, scared? Take it easy. I swore I'm not gonna shoot you again.
Very gallant of you, partner.
What, are you still pissed at me? I'm happy to remind you why you got shot the first time.
I get it. Just shut the fuck up already.
No puedo coger más cosas. No hay ningún coleccionable, ¿verdad? ¿No? No. Estoy pasando el ratón por encima. Por todo. Vale.
We stepped into it, didn't we?
It's the nothing.
What was that?
Forget it. Just an old quote from a movie. It means it's fucking dark in here.
Flashlight.
I didn't bring one.
Yo ahí veo luces. La casa tiene luces. Te da también al chat.
Me neither. What a pair of fucking professionals.
Yep.
Es que yo veo luces ahí, o sea,
But you
está
do have a
oscuro.
shotgun with
Vale,
you.
dímelo si esto no estuviese encendido,
We
¿vale?
should have shotguns for this kind of deal.
Is that from an old movie?
No, it's an original.
Figures. She was
Hola, café,
lying
¿qué
on
tal?
the floor as if she was sleeping. She looked peaceful, almost. The large pool of
Esta
blood
es la
ruined the picture.
impala que vino a hablarnos.
Poor, delicate Deborah. Maybe you were too pure and innocent for this city, but in the end, its filth pulled you under. You know, no animal can swim in high heels.
Ala, sí, sí, ala. Eso digo yo.
Oh, gods. Fuck, even.
Me pavo en todo.
Yeah, it's her, Deborah, the girl who came to my office.
I figured. But what the hell happened? Was it Natasha? Is this what you wanted us to see?
Menos mal que solamente se ve la espalda de ellas, ¿eh? Porque
No.
ya se ha visto
I mean, I don't think
que
so,
sea un
Marty.
cuadro
She seemed very
de
attached to the girl,
una
and I believed
que
her.
se le dé la espalda. Aquí
Furthermore,
ella
she has
está
no motive to kill her.
tumba en el suelo boca abajo.
Natasha meant
Y
some
solamente se le ve la
object,
espalda.
something maybe the killer wanted too. and the poor girl was trying to protect it.
Did she seem that kind of girl?
¿No se le ve nunca el careto? ¿A quién?
She risked a lot simply by coming to see me. She would
O sea,
have
en
done
las
it for her
imágenes
mistress.
no se le ha visto.
Why is she naked? Was it sexual? I mean, there's no sign of struggle. She seems untouched. Maybe she knew her assailant. Was it...
This looks premeditated. So far, the
Darle
messages
tenía
have
niño con
appeared
40
in
de
weird
fiebre.
places,
¿Otra vez está
but
resfriado?
this
El
is a
pobre.
new level. It's no longer just about empty threats.
Well, maybe Natasha's on her way here right now. Or she was already here and something happened to her, too. Kidnapped, or worse.
Yo creo que lo habían
Those
hecho
are
nada, Natasha.
possibilities, but we can't wait. We don't have time for guessing. Search the house. Search everything.
No sé ni
The
lo que
room's
tiene,
not
pero se ha
trashed.
librado de ir al
Whoever did
hospital
this
porque la ha
wasn't looking for
bajado.
the same
Uf.
thing we are.
Normal que te haya asustado, es que 40 de fiebre es mucho. Esperemos que se le baje pronto.
Or they knew exactly where to find it. Wait, what are we looking for exactly?
I have no idea, but it's something important. Things like that have a way of getting noticed when you come across them.
Amen to that.
Por si acaso.
We should call the department. Anonymously, of course.
Do you still remember the number? I haven't called my own workplace in years.
Cretin. Of course I remember.
Yo me acordaba del número,
555-111.
555111.
Is it? Since when?
Since they invented the telephone.
Yeah, of course. No, I knew that. I was just testing you.
Yeah, right.
No sé si llamar a la policía después. Vamos a llamar después. Es que igualmente, aunque mueva, lo veis. Así que... Ah, sí, igual, no creo que pase nada. No se le ve las partes importantes.
This... What is this exactly?
A human. Mythical creature. Quite the cult in Iveria. The whole country's full of these statues.
Does it mean anything?
They say humans are the keepers of secrets and the messengers of chaos and destruction.
You don't think...
Let's take a closer look.
Parecía como un premio,
Molly
¿no?
loved things like this.
How about this one here goes missing and,
Don't even finish that sentence, Marty.
Para robarlo. ¡Oh, gatete! ¡Oh!
This must be Natasha's family.
Wealthy.
Muchas gracias por seguirme, sí. Espero que te guste el stream, o por lo menos lo que quede de él, porque ya llevamos como 2 horas y 39. Gatetes, sí, gatetes.
Do you think she's from the Stavonian Tsar's family?
Oh, nobody could have survived that massacre, but I'm sure this family was also close to the fire.
What is she doing here anyway? What, an alias? Keeping secrets, and now this case? Do you think it's all connected somehow?
Let's not draw hasty conclusions, Marty.
¿No hay coleccionable? Quiero coleccionable. Quiero coleccionable. ¿Cuadro extraño?
It's an exceptionally beautiful piece. What does it depict?
I have no idea, Sonny. It's so art.
Chicos, estamos
I'm
ya
scared to
muy
have an opinion.
cerquita de los 1000 seguidores. Muchas gracias por todo, juego. Me queda poquito. La chimenea.
Does this fireplace seem as suspicious to you as it seems to me, Marty?
It looks like it's never been used.
And the place
Oh,
has
muy nueva, muy
radiators
limpia,
in
¿no?
every room, meaning there's central heating.
¿Cuántos faltan? ¿Eso lo puedo mirar yo? Falta uno.
Then why the fireplace? For decoration?
It's not like Natasha, and Ibn doesn't have enough money for that. But you're right. I don't think it's just for show.
Chan, chan, chan. Está sospechosamente limpio. La chimenea. No hay nada más, no hay coleccionable. Ahora. Oye, yo siempre miro todo. A ver si hay algo.
Anything interesting in there?
Yeah, I think there is.
Es una impala, ¿eh? Es una impala.
The message. Here, too.
Yes, but this isn't about Deborah, and wasn't meant for her.
It was meant for Natasha.
Obviously.
What have we gotten ourselves into, Sonny?
I don't know, Marty, but let's get ourselves out of it as soon as possible.
Ahora sí, vamos a llamar a la poli.
Corvo PD, how can I help you?
I found a corpse. A woman. She's dead. Cold. The address
Lo
is
dice así como si
Rochester
estuviese
Street,
súper
37,
sorprendido de...
Flowerville.
¡Oh!
Sir, please, would you repeat that?
¿No podrías repetirlo? Ay, Tota, muchas gracias por seguirme, jo.
Rochester Street 37. Write it down and hurry up for the sake of the wild ones.
Ah, bueno, y aunque lo dije en Instagram,
hurry.
enhorabuena, pues, muchas gracias.
Like a pro.
Yep, like I've done it before.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot.
How can you forget a case like that? How many times have you seen a three-headed monkey in your life?
Humano con
I
dos
have a
cabezas,
memory
¿qué?
of a chicken, you know?
That's for sure. Now let's get the hell out of here.
O sea, llama haciéndose pasar por un desconocido.
SN. Could be the initials of a person, a place, a company, or a club. Too many possibilities. But we must find out where it's from.
No, Mónica.
Sorry, Mon. We're just here for a little,
When are you not here for that, boy?
What? Is it your birthday today?
Of course not. Don't be silly, Marty. You know exactly when it is. We've talked about it a dozen times.
Yeah, of course I know.
Yeah.
So, could you help us with this and that?
Of course, boys, but be quick about it. I'm in
No
over
sé
my
si
head
vamos a
with
preguntarle lo
paperwork
mismo.
and blood boils breathing down my neck.
We'll be quick like a hurricane.
No sé si tenemos la tarjeta. ¿No te puedo preguntar por la tarjeta? Ah, ¿y entonces a dónde tenemos que ir? ¿No había dicho que teníamos que irnos cagando leches? Algo se nos tiene que escapar aquí.
Should we take it?
Hell no. I'll buy you one if you want. This is police business.
Do you mean the real cops? Do you think?
I'm almost certain. My crest is tingling.
Damn it. Well, thank God I have a weapon on me, or two.
When do you not
Bueno,
have
puede que
one?
vengan ahora los mafiosos, o sea... Bueno, mafiosos. Sí. Los matones.
Fair point.
Cuando va sin pipa.
You wrote that down?
It burned into my mind.
¿Nos vamos? Es que no sé qué tengo que hacer. Vamos a ir ya. Vamos a la cafetería. A las tortitas. Hola, Zip. ¿Qué tal?
So, out with it. Stop winding me up.
We've just come from the Tsar Club, Zip. Who do you think we met?
Esto se lo hemos dicho.
What a surprise.
Of course you don't.
Go on, boys.
Tendrán un buen café, se me antojó.
Is that rag you work for still around, Tim?
You mean the most read and highest ranking newspaper of the city, the Clawville Chronicle?
Oh, yeah, that's what it's called.
I see that you still have your famous sense of humor, Sonny. Such a joy.
Yeah, I do.
¿Qué hacemos?
SN. Could be the initials of a person, a place, a company, or a club. Too many possibilities. But we
Sí,
must
tengo que
find
saber,
out where
tengo
it's
que averiguar
from.
de qué es. Vale. No hay ninguno que tenga aquí SN. La lista. Nope. O no. ¿A dónde voy?
Do you want to hear some juicy gossip, boys?
Always.
Deputy Malloy got so drunk he fell asleep on the toilet. It took them an hour to find him.
Stupid oaf. So that's why Blood Boil was here.
Yeah, aye, and he's in a pretty sore mood because he had to come in on New Year's Eve.
Just our luck.
No. Your luck is that he's too busy to care about you two lovers right now.
Right now.
Ah, yeah.
Pues me da a mí que la vamos a dejar aquí hasta que vea a ver si hay algo que me saltó por alto. Muchísimas gracias por todo lo que habéis dado estos 2 añitos. ¡Ay!